Hey guys, so today I want to talk a little bit about what I carry every day in 2025. I know you guys have probably seen all those other videos by Navy SEALs, cops, ex-military, and what they go through, but I thought it might be a little refreshing just to hear from, an average civilian, a dad, what I carry. This list isn't going to be anything crazy, but I think it's pretty practical. So I think that might help you guys a lot in making some decisions on what you should carry every day and what might make sense versus things that you just really don't need. So living here in the hot state of Florida, especially in July, which is extremely hot, I have really two options of how I'm going to carry. Most often, I prefer to carry off-body. I have many different bags. You guys may have seen some of my videos. For me, that works best, especially having kids, being able to carry a whole bunch of other stuff if my cargo shorts aren't already filled with random things I pick up throughout the day. But that allows me to carry everything I would need and then some. Or if I'm not carrying that and I'm rocking my Tier 1 concealed, that would be option number 2 for me. So in both setups, I have very similar, we'll call them loadouts, right? However you want to say it. But it's the same principle, a few different variations. So I'll start with having a good knife, right? This here, I don't carry this one as often, but I always have some sort of a blade with me. I probably have a dozen now. I've had a thing for knives ever since I was a teenager. Seem to have collected a lot. And I can't tell you often, just having a good blade, it comes in handy. You never know what you need to open, but it's light, fits in a pocket, fits in a bag. Something I definitely always keep on me. Now, you guys may have noticed on my pistols, which I will say this is clear and safe, I never have a light on my pistols, but I always have a flashlight. This right here is my mod light. I also have a stream light. Obviously, there are tons of different flashlights out there. You can get smaller ones, you can get larger ones, but you never know. When you're gonna need a flashlight, it's good to have one. If I don't have one on me personally, I have one in my bag or I have one in my truck, which no matter where I go, it's usually one of those combinations and I'll have everything. Personally, I'd rather carry a flashlight in my bag just because having too many things in pockets clanking around kind of gets annoying after a while, but it's always good to have. I will say the one thing that I preach everyone should have, something to defend yourself with. You'll notice from my other videos, this is my SIG Sauer XMacro. This has been my carry pistol for well over a year, 2 years. It's been a while. I love this gun. I've thought about getting other guns since then. Really flirted with the idea of getting like a staccato or something fancier. But honestly, all you need is something that you're actually going to train with, something you're actually going to be comfortable carrying, and something that can be with you all the time. I know a lot of people out there say, oh yeah, you can carry a full 5-inch 1911. Sure, maybe you can. Is it going to be comfortable all day? Probably not, especially depending where you're carrying it. If you're carrying it in a holster in your waistband, I think that's going to get pretty heavy and pretty annoying depending on what kind of ammunition you have, because yeah, that's just, I personally don't want to do that. I've thought about it. I know some people who have bought staccatos or larger guns and they say they're going to carry them. I always call BS on it. A few months later, they go back to something smaller. So my suggestion, be practical. Keep it something that's actually small, something you're actually going to use. Because the more you use it and the more proficient you are with it, the better you'll be if you ever need to use it. So let's go a little into detail. You guys may or may not have seen my videos about my bags. This here is my Vertex Transit. Personally, I think it's like the best size for an everyday bag. Could be a little big for some, a little small for others. For me, it's like the Goldilocks bag. It just kind of fits everything I need every day. So I like to pack this thing down, keep a multi-tool, small first aid kit, got a bigger first aid kit in my truck. Always keep nice stacked extra magazines in the back. Personally, I like having 3 on me. You don't need 3, obviously, unless you're in a real bad situation. Otherwise, just having 1 backup should be enough, hopefully, depending on, you know, whatever you get yourself into. I mean, the world's kind of crazy these days. Watching all these riots and all the crazy happening all over the place, you never really know. So I guess use that to your own comfort level. What do you think you need? Me personally, if I'm going somewhere really wild, maybe I'll bring my SIG Rattler with me, because you just never know. Although statistically, and I just found this out recently, they say about 75% of defensive use with a firearm takes place in the home. So most of us will never have to use one out in the wild, hopefully. So let me know what you guys think. What are you guys carrying every day? What do you think is practical? What's enough? Me, I try to keep it simple to just the things I know I might need that day. I know a lot of people carry way, way more. The list gets so crazy. And sometimes it's just daunting thinking, oh wow, I gotta go out and get all this stuff. And obviously there's many tiers. You know, you could go to the highest budget and carry the craziest pistol, carry a ton of ammo on you, and it could get really out of hand really quick. But what I would suggest to you guys as someone who just wants everyone to be trained and be ready, make it practical. Make it something that you can do every day, something that you can actually afford to go shoot, afford the stuff you carry. The flashlight doesn't have to be expensive, just needs to be a flashlight. Same with the knife, same with the gun. Like, make it reasonable. I know as a lot of gun tubers out there, everything's got to be super flashy, super cool, super awesome. And then I see some of these videos and it's like, yeah, the gun's $10,000. How many people are realistically getting that gun, let alone carrying it? So I just wanted to take the time and let you guys know what I'm carrying in 2025. I hope it's a more refreshing, practical, realistic list. And I'm curious to hear what you guys say. Thanks for watching.